Paris is both elitist and democratic, cheerful and sad, bright and slightly washed out by rains, like in Pissarro's paintings, and everyone has their own. And to discover Paris for yourself, to fall in love with it and leave a piece of your soul in it, you don't need so much, just to visit it. How to get to Paris? Paris has been among the 5 most popular tourist destinations for many years. About 15 million travelers flock here every year. The city welcomes everyone hospitably. There are 3 international airports in its vicinity: Charles de Gaulle, Orly and Beauvais. In addition, Paris is a major railway hub. There are 7 train stations on its territory. Comfortable buses depart to the capital of France from major cities of Russia, Ukraine and Belarus. The same type of transport is relevant for tourists already in Europe. A trip to Paris by car can be both more profitable than air travel, and quite the opposite. The savings on tickets can easily be eaten by high gasoline prices and hotel costs on the way. Paris is beautiful and dangerous. If you want to get acquainted with the first side of it endlessly, then it is better to leave the second one on the screens in Luc Besson's films. Of course, an unwary tourist can be deprived of his wallet both in the Louvre and under the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the prestigious districts of the top 8, but still there is a clear distinction between the city into tourist and unfavorable areas, and it makes sense to adhere to it not only when choosing housing, but also in planning walking routes. Paris is not only a city of cafes, bakeries, antique shops, bourgeois and pretty models, it is a city of immigrants, multinational crime and neighborhoods where it is not worth appearing even during the day. Local hotels have a number of delicate features, which it is better to be prepared for in advance. Authentic Parisian hotels, which is where travelers mostly tend to go, are located in old Ottoman buildings. Although 19th century houses with wrought iron grills on the balconies look great from the outside, inside they will delight you with cramped rooms, a tiny elevator, where there is one at all. Otherwise, get ready to climb a narrow and steep staircase, and an ancient heating system. Of course, this does not apply to hotels of categories 4 and 5, their rooms meet all modern requirements, but the price starts from about €300 per day. Another important point. The stardom of Parisian hotels is a rather conditional thing. It depends on a number of factors, not all of which are important to every tourist. For example, if you travel light or have booked a room on the ground floor, the presence of an elevator in the hotel will not help you in any way, but it will add to the cost of the room. The same applies to multilingual staff. How much good will it do you if the receptionist speaks Spanish? A lot of hotels deliberately underestimate their category in order to save on taxes. Therefore, an expensive 2-piece, for its class €100 and above, is almost always better than a cheap 3-piece, located in the same district, although in absolute terms the prices may be the same. Finding a clear system in the chaos and madness of the Paris transport system is the true benefactor of a thoughtful and thorough tourist. Of course, being without preparation on the streets of this city, you can easily get lost. Why are there so many tickets and travel cards? How not to confuse the subway and the train underground? Why did the tram go to the suburbs, and the bus rushed past the stop? Pause, inhale, exhale. Everything is strict, orderly and logical, with travel cards, economical, on buses, convenient. For beginners, excursions along the Seine and tourist buses with an audio guide for freaks and aesthetes, bike taxis, and for those who are already on the with Paris, electric cars and bicycles for rent. If you spend quite a bit of time in advance, then moving around the city of Parisians will no longer cause difficulties.